Hello everyone, I know I'm really behind when it comes to videos. I've really just been relaxing, not really been in the mood to make videos. But I am back and I just want to give you guys a little update for the videos that I am making. So I know I'm a little behind on the Temptation Island couple video. I'm actually going to do my last couple right now because I just finished the show. So when I wasn't going to rewatch the show, I fucking lied. That's what was taking me so long because I actually rewatched the show for this couple specifically because I really wanted to make sure that I got my facts straight about them, know why they were here, and the bonfire conversation. So we're going to talk about David and Kate, last couple from Temptation Island season 2, and we're going to talk about why I cannot stand Zig and Esme's relationship, and why I feel like Esme gets a slap on the wrist for basically being emotionally abusive towards Zig by manipulating him, gaslighting him, saying things that will make him leave of the fear of her hurting herself. So we're going to get into all of that. And then I want to make a video about, people feeling like Seth MacFarlane is a racist because of the black jokes that he makes American Dad and Family Guy. We're going to touch up all of that, okay? So those are the next two videos I'm making. And me discussing y'all's non-binary storyline and why I don't necessarily like it. I'm just going to mention that in a side rant for the Zig and Esme videos, since it's a Degrassi topic. Instead of being its own, I can just talk about two things at the same time, kill two birds with one stone. So that's all to be looking forward to. Let's get into David and Kate. So David and Kate. Kate is 34 years old. I think there's a 6-year age gap between them. Kate is 34. I believe David is 28. They're here on the island because Kate has been married before, and she felt like her and David's relationship is very surface level, that is progressing slower than she thought it was. They met at a gym, and for the first, I think that she said for the first few weeks or first few months of the relationship, it was long distance until they both realized that them being together is something that they really want. And, that they decided to, make it work and her move towards this way, I guess. She said one of the main two things that her and David constantly argue over is he's never given her enough attention, and he never tells her how he feels when it comes to his emotions. David said he's not the one to, say a whole bunch of nothings when he's about the action. He shows action with the word I love you, and being emotional and being connected to his feelings is something that's very uncomfortable to him. So that's that. So that's why they're here on the island. And David is here on the island to showcase who he is when she's not around. He wants her to be more trusting towards him. So they're here on the island because Kate is very insecure. She doesn't feel like she has any self-worth or any confidence within herself. David makes her feel those things. I think it might be the age gap. I'm thinking, you know what? Kate was 34 on Temptation Island. She looked incredible for her age. Like, she didn't really look old. Like, her body was amazing. I thought she looked great. She was wearing her lace panties. Like, no offense, not even trying to be like, oh no, like gay shit or nothing like that, because I'm not gay, but I have no problem complimenting a woman that's beautiful. You feel me? Every woman is beautiful in their own shape and size, and I have no problem complimenting when a woman is beautiful, whether she got a nice booty or got nice panties on. I'm gonna say however the fuck I feel, and I just feel like I think with Kate, she needs to be with someone that's in her age bracket. I cannot imagine myself being 22 years old, being with someone that's like 34. I would feel insecure too because I would feel like he would have way more things in common with a 33, 34 something year old than he does with a 22 year old. And that shows like why is he even dating someone young? You feel me? Because it's just like, but in this case, David wasn't like 22. He's not my age. He's like 28. So the shit he was doing on the island, it's like the shit you do when you first turn in your 20s, not when you're 28 years old. When you're 28, you should like be on some different type shit. Like, you should be wanting to settle down. You should be wanting to talk about a family. And I think because that was not his mindset, that's what made him like their relationship was progressing very slow because she has been married before. So to her, starting over again and getting to know someone and falling in love and things of that nature, maybe that was something that she had to get used to because she was married before. So now she has to get used to, like, oh my God, what is dating like now? You feel me? So I just feel like they both dealing with their own issues. Like, David wanted to learn how to be more emotional because him being tied to his emotions is something that's very uncomfortable for him. He needs to learn how to express his emotions, express how his partner means to them. I don't give a fuck if people are like, oh, that shit doesn't matter. Yes, fuck it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You hear me? Yes, it does. It matters to tell your partner how much they mean to you. Absolutely does. I understand that there's someone who likes to show them the action. That's fantastic. Love is an action word. But love is also expression. It's an expression. You know what I mean? Sometimes men or women, because men for some reason feel like it's just a woman thing. It's not just a woman thing. Women and men sometimes, when they're dating someone, they want to know how they feel towards you. Like, do you think you can live without me? If I was to walk out this door, would you be scared to lose me? Like, those certain things is what you should be asking your partner. You feel me? And I just feel like those questions are valid. Like, if there's someone who likes to, you know, if your love language is showing how much your partner means to you by doing action, like, then what is it? Acts of service, pretty much. Like, you know, when it's giving your partner words of affirmation, or if she needs to put her high heels on, you get down with it and you put it on for her, then that's great. You like showing acts of service. That is amazing. But I'm someone whose love language is constantly telling my partner how much they mean to me. Whether it's running, even if they don't ask me, we could be at a dinner, we could be laying in the bed, and I would tell you how much you mean to me, how much I don't want to lose this, how much I don't want to lose you. Like, that's just the type of person I am. And I feel like people tell me, like, is this a woman thing? No, it's a man thing too. There are men out here who are sensitive. There are men out here who are gentlemen, who raised right, who are lover boys, who want all the same things that a woman wants. And there's nothing wrong if a man wants to know what does their girlfriend feel about them. There's nothing wrong asking that question because I feel it's a very important question. And if I feel like they don't give you anything deep, then that just shows how surface level your relationship is or how surface level they feel about you. Like, if it ain't deep enough to where it feel like it could be a fucking wedding vow that you're giving me, then it's very surface level in my opinion. And David, honestly, he was a fucking con artist, like, trying to pretend like he's this good guy, trying to pretend like Kate can trust him, when literally just the first few weeks on the island, this nigga is fucking every girl, getting in showers with bitches, got Tanita grinding all over his dick. Like, he was doing so much shit that a person who was committed to the relationship would not have been doing. I understand you're here on Temptation Island. I understand you're here to make connections. You're here to explore. But at the same time, but it's like at the same time, if you and your partner, okay, because this is how I am. If I was going on Temptation Island, me and my partner would not be breaking up. Like, if we want to break up to really, like, explore this experience, I would break up with them on our last conversation and say, I think for this experience, we should be broken up. Period. But if you and your partner came into this with the mindset that, you know, we're going to give it 100%, even though we're together. No breaking up, we're still going to be together. And you do something as if, like, kissing or making love to someone or having sex with someone, is that not cheating? It is cheating, technically, because before we went our separate ways, you did not express that you want to be single to explore this experience. You feel me? Say that. You feel me? Because at the day, if you're single, seeing those clips, yes, they can hurt me, but at the same time, we decided that we wanted to be broken up to explore this experience. You feel me? So it's really nothing there's really nothing David can say to really, like, win his case about all the shit that he did on the island. All the shit that he did on the island just within the first few weeks of being on the island, It's not what someone would do if they face to you. Like, you got these women, like, he didn't create any boundaries, like how Kate did. It was really hard for anyone to get to know her or be within her space because she was very standoffish. She had boundaries. She set a space for the guys. It's like, you can't enter this bubble. No coming in my bedroom. No cuddling. None of that stuff. You feel me? She created a boundary. And I feel like it should be like that in a relationship. Like, if you know that men are the way they are towards women, or how women are towards some men that they're attracted to, there automatically should be a boundary. That is what you would do if you feel like that's what you do if you're in a committed relationship. Like why would you be okay with a man being like touchy with you? Why would you be okay with a woman touching you with an arm and shit like that? Like, that's flirty shit. And David didn't chit check anything. He just let a lot of shit fly. Like I said, that nigga was just a con artist. Like, trying to pretend like he a good dude when he really just wanted. Like, come on, he used Samantha and Tanita. Like, he never once. And don't get me wrong, as much as him and Tanita had chemistry, I feel like he really liked her because she was pretty. He never once said how Tanita made him feel at all. And like I said, I felt so bad for Tanita because she fell for the con artist shit too. She fell for the same shit that she fell for the same shit that Kate fell for. Like, he talk about I can move to LA and all this other shit, but the second he got with Tanita, he was telling her shit that he wanted to run away basically because he already had it in his fucking mindset to be with Kate. Him and Kate were fucking hooking up while he was with Tanita. They said this at the fucking reunion. Like, I mean, like, come on. And nigga is a con artist. And it's like, real, for real, if I was on Temptation Island, there's no way in hell I'm leaving the island with anyone. Even with the connection I made, I would want it to be strictly a friendship because I can't come to this island in a 1 year or 5 year relationship and leave off the island until, like, I'm not still emotionally attached to that person. That makes no sense. So it's kind of like the person you're leaving with needs to have more common sense. Like, it's like, I know you're not over your girlfriend or your significant other. You feel me? So it's just like, it's just stupid for real, honestly. That's why I feel like if I was to Temptation Island, I think the person I was getting to know, if my current relationship didn't work out, I would want to make it be a friendship to where when we leave the island and we talk more, it can eventually become something more romantic. You feel me? Because you can't expect someone who came on this island in a 5 year relationship to be over their person that quickly once they leave the island with you. That makes no sense. You feel me? So, the bonfire. You know, David pretty much told Kate everything he did in the house, and she basically told him that, he was never committed to the relationship. He brought her here for her own selfish gain instead of just saying him being with her was not working out and it's not something he wanted to do. I would husband agree. She told him that Tanita saw you doing all those things and she gave you grace and she just, looked past it like, what a girl, like for real. She is like extremely better than me because there's no way in hell I could ever, like, I could never, you feel me? Like, so, I feel like Temptation Island, man, it just be so crazy for real. Because I feel like whenever I watch the show, I feel like the women be on more of an emotional journey while the niggas just be turning the fuck up. Like, they just be turned up, you feel me? So it's just crazy for real. Because it's the whole age gap thing between Kate and David, right? David is 28 years old, Kate is 34. So her mindset as a 34-year-old woman is possibly getting remarried again and having a child someday. And she's not going to get there with an immature man-child who doesn't know what they want and are indecisive as fuck. You're never going to get there. And then I feel like with the other couple in season 5, I don't even know. I know the girl name is Vanessa, and I think the guy name is Roberto. When I sat and watched while they were here on the island, because I didn't watch the bonfire, when I watched while they were here on the island, I think Vanessa is a very narcissistic person. I think she's very self-absorbed. I think because she was hurt in her last relationship where she showed vulnerability or whatever might have happened, she got cheated on, whatever the case might be, that she treated Roberto like how her partner treated her. She said she tried to see him as an equal. First of all, a relationship is not a transaction. We are a team. You have to see me as an equal. Because if you don't see me as an equal, then what am I? Your bitch, an assistant? She sees him as a little boy. Okay, so if he's such a man-child, why the fuck are you so interested in men who are younger than you? You feel me? Is it possibly that she dated someone that was her age and they let her down? Like, she wouldn't even order that in a bag of chips herself to just sit here and say, oh, if you're not my standard, you gotta go, and if you don't reach these in a certain time, you gotta go. First of all, standards are something you look for in a person, not initiations, not you trying to force someone to be something that they're not. Why should any man or woman in this world change themselves for someone? Why should they mold themselves into something better if you know you don't have the possibility to ever make them your husband or your wife one day? What's the point of me reaching those standards? Why can't I just be myself? I understand I'm younger. I understand I have more time to grow. That's life, my nigga. That's life within yourself. That's life whether you're in a relationship or anything. That's time to grow. I don't even know how old Roberto was, but honestly, I'm trying to understand what the fuck was so man-child about him. She treated him like that. That's why she felt like he was like that, because she treated him like that. Like, I think in the very first episode, he broke down and started crying and yelling at a girl because he said that he hates being talked over. Vanessa does it to him a lot. She never allows him to speak, and she treats him like he's a kid. Like, tell him when and when he could talk, tell him when and when he could be quiet. Like, honestly, I feel like Roberto was really in a emotional abusive relationship because Vanessa act like her she didn't think. She just act like he was the problem. She act like it was just him. Like, she act like he was just the issue. She never looked at herself and said maybe she's the issue. Like, why am I going after men who are younger, who don't have the same mindset I do? I'm not going to force someone. That's like if a 34-year-old wanted to be with me and I'm 22 years old and they want me to have the mindset of having children and being a wife one day. Holy shit, I'm only 22 years old. I'm not ready for any of that yet. You feel me? And do I want to be married one day? Yes. Do I want to have children one day? Absolutely. But I want to be with the right person when I have those things. And I feel like if you're not the right person for me, you would never hear me bring up marriage or kids. I only brought that up in my one relationship that I've been in. I never talked about marriage or kids with any of the other relationships I had because, you know, they were high school, so I probably didn't see them going anywhere. But my last relationship I was in for 3 years, me and him constantly talked about marriage. We constantly talked about kids because I saw that with him. You feel me? And I just feel like I can't force someone to have a mindset that I don't have. Like, if you're 34 years old, you can't force someone who is this certain age to have a mindset of you like a 34-year-old. No. How old is this boy? 25, something. Do you want his mindset to be there? Okay, sure. But is his mindset there? No. So you cannot force his mindset to be there. And you can't try to mold him into an ideal man that you think is a man for you. Why are you trying to force this one to be something he's not? You want an ideal man? You want a man that you look for? Go out there and find that fucking man. Instead, why are you wasting your time in a relationship trying to force this boy to be something he's not? I feel so bad for him because it's like, I definitely feel like she took him for granted. I definitely feel like she did not appreciate him. Like, she just swore up and down her shit didn't stink. She definitely gave me narcissistic vibes, and I hate that. Like, she gave me narcissistic vibes. I couldn't stand it. Like, she just gets to talking and just, she sounds so dumb. Like, I have standards. Everybody has them. A woman and a man has them. I have, okay, so a different relationship is simply this. There needs to be respect. You need to respect me as a woman. I will respect you as a man. We get into an argument. Don't call me out my name. Don't raise your motherfucking voice like I'm one of your side chicks who's asking you where the fuck you been all day while you ain't answer your phone. Talk to me like I'm your woman. Talk to me with respect. Because if you disrespect me in a relationship, I'm gone. You don't get no chance to disrespect me. You disrespect me once and I find out I'm out the fucking door. That's a standard. Because if you can't respect me, how the fuck can you say you can love me? There needs to be respect. Period. That's a standard for a relationship. Respect. 100%. No disrespect. Nothing. But I do have preferences. Yes. I do like white men. I do. White men is specifically the gender I go after. after. That is what I'm attracted to. That is my type, period. That's what I like. I like white men. I like white boys. I've always had. But I have no problem dating a black man. I have no problem dating a Puerto Rican, none of that shit. I don't discriminate. But my preference and my type is a white man. You feel me? And they all have, in the sense I'm looking for is respect. If we can come to a common ground where there's going to be respect in the relationship, there's no put me and you taking anything further. That's how I feel. Her standards is like, they need to be perfect and this and that. Like, hold on. There's nothing wrong with you wanting your partner to reach their goals and their dreams. Supporting them. When it comes to where you want them to be perfect and you're trying to make them look like a fucking robot and all this and all that, that's when you're doing too much. So to me, I feel like if you're in a relationship with someone, they don't have the same mindset as you and all that other stuff, go out there and find that person instead of trying to force this person to be something that they're not ready to be. Stop trying to force a person. Don't ever force somebody to be something that they're not ready to be. Stop trying to mold them into an ideal man that you know that they don't want to be. Go out there and find it. Don't ever force nothing. Don't do it. Period. Because maybe he doesn't want to be that man for you. Maybe you ain't the right woman he want to change for. Maybe you ain't the right woman he wants to mold to be the better man. Maybe you just not it. You feel me? That's just how I feel. So that's all I got to say today. I'm going to catch y'all on my next video. Talk to y'all later.